Top 10 Most Unbelievable Judge Judy Cases. The Judge Judy Show is a home staple and has been since its debut in 1996. The show is about Judge Judy Scheindlin, a former family court judge who presides over small claims cases in a televised courtroom. She has a no-nonsense, brassy, straightforward approach to her rulings and conduct throughout the proceedings. While Judge Judy herself and the entire cast are as entertaining as they come, as several awards will acclaim, the real drama lies in some of the cases she has presided over. We all know or have heard ridiculous court cases. As you'd expect, Judge Judy is not short of crazy cases that surprise many viewers. Here's a list of 10 of the most shocking Judge Judy cases. Number 10. Motorcycle. Every Judge Judy fan knows she's not a fan of interruptions. Sideshows and interruptions are the best way to get a fine or, even worse, thrown out of the courtroom. But when she tells you to stop interrupting her once, and you do it again, everyone wonders if you are fighting to lose your case. In this case, Kim Noller, a motorcycle rental store owner, filed a case against a resident who had rented a motorcycle for 3 days. Something came up, and the resident canceled his lease. The plaintiff retained the rental fee but wanted compensation for the transaction charges. On the surface, the case was normal. But the shocking thing was the plaintiff's entitlement and rudeness in court. She kept shouting over the judge despite several warnings. Even more surprising was the revelation that she had dropped the case but was now suing for NSSF charges and the inconvenience of the case. Judge Judy doesn't mince her words because she retorts, "I'm not giving you a quarter." Number 9. The fake case. If you've watched enough courtroom drama, you've likely questioned the reality or even the possibility of a specific case. Some cases feel too outrageous to be true. But the truth may be even more shocking, as this case will show you. The fake case is about the plaintiff, Kate Levitt, seeking a remedy for the tragic death of her cat. She claimed that her partner started a fight and smashed a TV box, leading to her cat's untimely demise. There was no such thing. There was neither a fight with smashed TV boxes nor a dead cat. She made up these events to get a settlement and a free trip to Los Angeles. Usually, a fake case is accompanied by an even better story, but as it turns out, Kate Levitt didn't get the memo. Her story had too many holes, and most of her timelines were off. Her partner, the defendant, also didn't lend much legitimacy to her story. After a few minutes of interrogation, the whole story unraveled. Judge Judy summed up the entire case as a story of a dumb girl. Number 8. The horse counterclaim. If you've watched Judge Judy long enough, you know she gives both parties an equal chance to plead their case. But that wasn't the case for this horse counterclaim, where the defendant, Summer Ruiger, demanded full payment from the plaintiff for one horse. After hearing the basics of the case, Judge Judy swooped in with a remarkably swift dose of justice by declaring that the plaintiff paid the defendant the entire sum of $1,400. The case was about an unpaid balance of the sale of a horse. The plaintiff Caroline claimed she leased her horse to Summer for $100 per month. According to her statement and their agreement, she owed her $1,500 for the months she had the horse. The plaintiff directly contradicted her sworn statement, saying she sold the horse for $1,100 payments. After reading the statement in court, Judge Judy quickly declared that the defendant had paid the remaining amount. Much to the people's surprise in the courtroom, the judge didn't want to waste time on a clear case. The surprised faces of the participants and everyone in the courtroom were worth a soap opera. Notably, this was one of the judge's shortest cases. Number 7. Missing the dressing. A customer-facing role requires grace and patience. Most days, customer service staff have to prepare to face any situation, from rude customers to those with complicated, entitled, and almost bizarre demands. The plaintiff, in this case, is the actual definition of manufactured problems. One would question how the issue of missing dressing ended up in court. Something that an apology and a complimentary meal would quickly fix. The plaintiff filed a case after not receiving the extra dressing he ordered from a restaurant. He demanded a full refund, but the restaurant refused to pay. Later, he went back to the restaurant and ordered a meal from them again. Instead of paying for the meal, he snatched the food from the delivery driver's hand and slammed the car door shut, claiming the restaurant owed him for the previous overlooked dressing. The restaurant staff, guided by the mantra, "You go low, I go lower," vandalized the plaintiff's car and home in retaliation. Everyone in the courtroom during these proceedings wondered how a typical restaurant mistake ended up in court. The plaintiff won but was ordered to pay for the meal. A whole $12 deducted from his $223 win. Number 6. Push. The internet is awash with hilarious videos of people pushing on, pull, doors and others slamming into glass doors you can barely see. But this is only half as embarrassing as being sent away from a courtroom and the judge yelling, "Push," because you don't know how to open the door. In this case, the defendant was part of a 4-person team. During the proceedings, he started yelling back at the judge, who consequently asked him to respect the court. Seething with anger, the defendant decided to have a storming away moment that was not meant to be. He couldn't tell which way the door opened when he got to the door. He had to glance back at the judge, who yelled, "Push out." Now that's humiliating for a person who wanted a flashy display of anger.